what's the conversation like in the post-game locker room after that, and where you guys identify what you need to do better?
So we simply just have to be better when it comes to teams going on runs, and we got to be able to manage those runs a little bit better. It's the NBA, teams are gonna go on runs. If we can cut that 21 run to maybe a 10 run, and not get down on ourselves when they go on that run, I feel like that's when we'll make growth. And we were just in the locker room talking about our engagement in the game. I feel like some people, including myself, start to get down when I'm not hitting shots or not doing what I feel like I should be doing on the court instead of just worrying about the now. I feel like we live a lot in the past as a team, and we just gotta move on from that.
Thank you.
Mike McGraw, go ahead.
Yeah, Wendell, can you describe just kind of what's going on in your head when you get into those moments? There was that one time when you punched the backboard, got attacked, or trying to plead your case to Tony Brothers. Just I know the losing is wearing on all you guys, and like what's it like being on the court when things are starting to cave in on you like that?
No, it's very frustrating, especially when I feel like I can be better. And when I say be better, I'm specifically talking about offensively. Me just not making certain shots that I know I can make, my teammates know I can make, not being accountable on the offensive end. But defensively, I feel like we lost the dog in the fight. They scored 2 or 3 tough baskets. Now we're, don't want our man to score, so we're not in our shifts. Or, Sabonis got a couple layups around the rim, so now I'm not doing what I'm supposed to do in the pick and roll coverage. So, it's kind of an all around kind of thing for our team. And I feel like once we realize that every possession counts, no matter if it's in the very first possession of the game or the very last one of the game, we're gonna stay in the same spot. But until then, we'll be good.
All right, thanks.
Darnell, go ahead.
Hey, Wendell, I had 2 questions for you. The first is the same one I asked Zach. Do you feel like this is just going to be more difficult than anyone imagined coming into this season?
It's always going to be difficult. Things don't happen overnight. You can't we can't expect ourselves to just come out here and play the same way we was playing last year, and still and just because we got a new coaching staff, that everything's going to change. I feel like we gotta knuckle up, go out there and just handle business, no matter if we not hitting shots or if, like I was just talking about them going on runs. We gotta understand that every possession counts, and it's kind of bigger than the coaching staff at this moment. At this point, we can't blame the coaching staff for everything that happens. And once we've learned to hold ourselves accountable on the court, then we'll be able to make that turn. But until then, it's gonna be the same thing.
And then my second question is more about the defense and you specifically. It seems like to me these first 2 games, even in the preseason a little bit, you've gotten caught in no man's land a little bit in the pick and roll, trying to guard it. What are you seeing in those moments where maybe you're not all the way on the ball handler and not all the way back to your man? What's happening in those moments that need to be cleaned up?
For me, it's sometimes when I'm going back and watching film, I see myself kind of putting too much of my focus on my man when he doesn't have the ball, and me sinking so far into the paint, allowing these guards to get downhill, and these floaters are floaters, but they're very close to the rim, so they're more layups. So I have to do a better job of worrying about the ball, then worry about my man next. And I've talked to the coaching staff about it. I've never played a drop ever in my life, so this is something new for me, and I know for a fact I'm going to get a hang of it.
How much different is that than what you're used to, and the difficulty of adjusting?
It's not so much difficult. It's just something new. Every team plays differently. Some teams like to hit the pocket. Some teams like to shoot the floater. Some teams like to take the mid-range jump shot. So I just have to be better. I feel like all around we have to be better. Being in our gaps, gaps definitely help when it comes to the pick and roll, especially a team likes to shoot the mid-range. So we just, just knowing personnel, going into each game, knowing the personnel, knowing what they like to do, and then, trying to take that away from them.